Next reaction, we have everything was completely different just 4 years ago in the NBA. Now, 2021 minus 4. Oh, yeah, 16. 2016. The year of the GOAT. The year we found a new GOAT, you know what I'm saying? That was the year that boys became men. Let's see what happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know what happened 4 years ago, how the NBA was, but it was completely different, you know what I'm saying?
Nerves from no, not nerves. I mean, Kevin is a guy that obviously,
Yep, Kevin Durant just left OKC to make a dynasty, even more of a dynasty, and slander his name forever.
myself and including other guys who all want back here with Oklahoma City Thunder, but at the same time, he has to make a decision that's best for him and what
Yep,
best fits him. But
it's crazy.
like I said, I always say before, like a brother to me. So regardless of what happens, we're always going to be friends, and everything's going to work out. So.
Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook are continuing their war.
But not he expect him to go to Golden State.
OKC because the Thunder.
He didn't expect him to go to Golden State, but now when he went to Golden State, that was off the question. We not friends no more. We not friends. That's what back when Russell Westbrook, saying he had that mohawk, his barber was scamming him. Damn, they're both of their barbers were scamming him. I don't even know if KD had a barber.
Road trips. Westbrook is on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and it was revealed that his 4th of July Instagram post of cupcakes was a shot at Durant because Thunder players would call him cupcake if they were acting soft.
Wait, what?
Thunder players would call each other cupcake if they were acting soft.
It's crazy the difference that just 4 years, one presidential term, the difference that makes in the NBA. In the 2016-2017 season.
That's crazy because 95% of these players are on different teams. AD Lakers, Mike Conley Jazz, Gallinari, he's on the Hawks, Devin Booker Suns, LeBron Lakers, Drummond Lakers, Porzingis Mavericks, Horford. He's still in OKC, right? Yeah, Harrison Barnes. He's on the Kings. LA, Nets, yeah. Not gonna go through all of it, but yeah, that's crazy. 95% of these guys are on different teams. I can only see like 4 people that's still on the same team. Giannis, Ben Simmons, of course, Booker, Dame, Cat. Bro, I think that's it. That's it, bro. If I missed anybody, put in the comment section, but that's it.
For that season. Now, what exactly do you notice about the picture?
Nobody.
In a picture that literally featured the faces of the NBA.
Oh, yeah, Curry. I see Curry. Yep, Curry and Curry.
There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, he stayed with the Heat? For real?
Only 7 players that's currently on the same team as the picture right now. A few of them, they've actually been on multiple teams since this picture. Now, just to refresh your memory about the times
Goran Dragic was drafted to the
and
Suns.
How drastically different they were.
Yeah.
President Obama was actually still the president at the start of the season.
Yep.
Colin Kaepernick still had a starting job for the San Francisco 49ers at the start of the season. Skip Bayless recently left ESPN, started his new show with who we now know as Uncle Shay. Team USA just dominated past the Olympics and brought home the gold. NBA 2K, they just released what to me was the start of the demise of NBA 2K. And everybody was waiting to see what.
But 2K17 was nice.
It looked like it was the craziest lineup or one of them ever assembled. Now, fans, players, former players, the NBA world as a whole, we were very critical of the move, and some people even questioned whether it would really work. Meanwhile, LeBron and the Cavs, they were gearing up for a possible repeat for Cleveland. And speaking of LeBron, the new LeBron, fresh out of LSU, we got the devastating news that he would miss the full season with the Jones fracture in his foot. So that hurts.
The new LeBron,
also,
facts. They did thought he was LeBron.
This pretty funny commercial aired right after Ben Simmons got drafted.
Tell him, Devin.
That's right. Nothing comes easy anymore.
Anything else I should know, D'Angelo?
Got a phone? Trust me.
Right, I mean, you're trying to say don't be on social media because they're going to slander your name. Stay focused. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I'm saying if you didn't get the commercial,
out with
they have to stay off social media.
Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Nah, that's y'all drafted.
Playing without each other for the first time ever. They faced each other for the first time ever just 5 games into the season, didn't speak to each other, and as expected, Golden State just mollywopped them. Now, it's pretty crazy because we looked at that roster back then and the names they had, and we thought it was just Russell Westbrook and a bunch of subpar pieces. But
it was at the time. Yeah, it was Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo. He was a nobody, and his Cantor still a nobody. Steven Adams, a rebounder. Taj Gibson, who was that? Josh Wistis, who was that? Probably out the league. Andre Roberson couldn't shoot, just played defense. Doug McDermott, isn't he on the Pacers? Domantas Sabonis, yeah, he was a nobody. He's an all-star now. Jeremy Grant, nice now. Cameron Payne, yeah. Does Cameron play? Does he still play for the Bulls or something? Is he out the league? I don't even know. Who he play for now? Stuff.
But if you look at that roster closely now, it's actually very, very interesting. The Warriors actually started out their season finished, and I mean getting dominated by 30. And we all got excited and said it wasn't going to work. The NBA does have a little bit of parity. Golden State was better last year.
We hope that
but just 20 games
because if it did, and it did work,
we slowly started to realize like KD,
it
did mess up the NBA, bro.
It worked. It worked.
Back-to-back
17-3, bro. Come on.
In today's NBA, he was still looking like that kid that wasn't sure if he belonged, still kind of unsure of himself. But by the end of the year, he showed drastic improvement and actually won the most improved player. The Spurs kind of always being that low-key dominating franchise dynasty type team they always were. They were actually coming off of a very
they getting old
dynasty type team they always were. They were actually coming off of a very underwhelming type of season, in my opinion. They had a season where they won 67 games, tied the 85-86 Celtics for the best home record ever, 40 wins and only
they
one
was
loss.
so nice. Okay.
Looked like they were the best team to beat the Golden State Warriors and lost in the semifinals to OKC in 6 games. And ultimately, Tim Duncan retired, getting
Wait, LaMarcus Aldridge played for the Spurs back then? I thought he joined in like 2017. No way. So they had Tim Duncan, Kawhi. When did Tim Duncan retire, bro? I'm so confused right now. I think he retired 2016 or 15. So he retired around this time. They had LaMarcus Aldridge, Tony Parker, and Ginobili. I didn't know they had LaMarcus Aldridge there early.
No, it just wasn't a good ending. They
I
came into
forgot.
the season with a lot to prove and avenging Tim Duncan's last loss getting blown out. But unfortunately, this was like the last year that we knew them as the Spurs. And I mean the Spurs, and you'll see why later. Christmas Day. This day featured one of the most anticipated matchups probably of all time. The Golden State Warriors with a new fresh face versus the Cleveland Cavaliers with Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, LeBron, and the new championship DNA they had.
Like, we was 22-6.
If you watch this game, bro, you know. This was
I seen that. Bro, I seen that game live. That game was so hyped up, bro. Going back to school that day, I was feeling like the Cavs beat the Warriors. People saying y'all not gonna beat them in the finals. I ain't believe them, you know what I'm saying? But
day game I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was
everything
crazy.
Behind it, the anticipation, the rivalry, all that stuff, and the game itself with all the dunks, RJ dunking on Klay Thompson, LeBron dunking, Kyrie hitting the game-winning shot again, all this stuff behind it. It was one of the craziest games ever. This game was so lit and so anticipated. It actually broke the Christmas Day streaming record for the NBA. Like that's how many people tuned in.
It was so crazy, bro.
It actually broke the Christmas Day.
It was so crazy. That was the best game.
It actually broke the Christmas.
I remember I was playing my team, bro. It was 2K16 or 2K17. I was playing my team, bro. 2K17, and they dropped that Kyrie Irving card after that Christmas Day. Oh my! I wanted it. I never got it, but damn, man.
This game was so lit and so anticipated. It actually broke the Christmas Day streaming record for the NBA. Like that's how many people tuned in.
But then we got mollywopped in the finals.
Entering the calendar year of 2017, the NBA's focus was slowly getting off of Golden State and how dominant they were with Kevin Durant, and now more so onto the individual performances of two former teammates basically going after the exact same award. Going into the All-Star break, Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple-double. Now, we hear it now and we're numb to it because he damn near killed the stat. But at the time, it didn't even sound right coming off of your tongue. Meanwhile, James Harden, he had his team as a 3rd seed in the West without any other stars. And he was only like 1.7 rebounds shy of averaging a triple-double. So, I mean, it was a hard choice.
Yeah, to give it to Russ.
We started hearing about this kid and his father and his family.
Lonzo Ball.
Steph Curry in the NBA? Heck no. He's going to be better than Steph Curry in the NBA.
LeVar, I'm not going to tell you what to be a parent or what you should and shouldn't.
Hey, don't do that.
Look like you raised 3 great young men. But do you think you might have went out on the limb a little bit too far when you said your son, who's a college freshman at UCLA, is better than Steph Curry, a 2-time MVP, with the last time being unanimous?
No. On the fact that I have the utmost confidence in what my son does. And just because I say he's better than somebody, who cares? I believe it. So I don't care what nobody else says. You can judge on your own.
Crazy. But hey, you gotta give him props for the confidence he has in his son, you know what I'm saying?
Wrapping up the season.
And of course, we know he's not nowhere close to Steph Curry, but yeah. He had us fooled.
Russell Westbrook averaged that triple-double and had 42 triple-doubles in the season, and he won the MVP. But James Harden ultimately got the last laugh when it mattered most. Malcolm Brogdon, I mean, he damn near came out of nowhere and stole Joel Embiid's Rookie of the Year because he was injured. And the NBA playoffs, it was heavily, and I mean heavily dominated by 2 teams. Golden State, they literally swept the Western Conference. They swept the Golden State. It was
so he
heavily,
was on the team.
Heavily dominated.
It was Pau Gasol,
Golden State,
Manu Ginobili, LaMarcus Aldridge,
the Western Conference. They swept the
Daniel
West.
Green.
That takes like pure domination. I know the Lakers and Kobe
Davis
and Shaq, they did it too. But even the Spurs,
for the Spurs
when they were
what?
I know the Lakers swept.
Bro, I'm not even peeping.
That takes like pure domination. I know the Lakers and Kobe.
I thought
and Shaq,
this man got drafted by the Wizards.
The Spurs, and when they were dominating,
they
were going to game 7s, game 6s, hurdles, stuff like that. They weren't doing it like that. And in the Eastern Conference, the Cavs damn near did the exact same thing in the East. They only lost 1 game. This automatically made the finals OD intriguing. We already had KD joining. We already had the fact that this is the first time 2 teams met 3 consecutive years. We already had the Christmas Day games. I
wish that series could have been better, bro. Like low key, if the Cavs had a 3rd star, like maybe a great big man. Say you put Andre Drummond on that team instead of Tristan Thompson, or like somebody who could play defense, maybe LaMarcus Aldridge, bro. I believe we could have did a little bit better, bro. I don't know.
Just crazy.
But to have that series this whole season was so anticipated because 2 teams, they already knew he was going to make the finals, the Cavs and the Warriors. It was like, but that series was so anticipated just to be over in 5 games.
Crazy hype. Now, going back to the real playoffs
That's
really quickly,
crazy.
It was dominated by 2 teams, but it did have some pretty significant moments. Washington versus Boston. They had a crazy, and I mean crazy, 2nd round series. It went to a game 7. IT scored 51 for his sister. All this craziness. It was real beef between those 2. But unfortunately, This was like the last time that we seen IT be IT. After that series, after the postseason, he was never the same. Paul George continued what we now know as playoff P. Paul George, bro, I love your game, but I gotta tell the story. In game 3, in round 1 versus Cleveland, they were up by 26 points.
We don't know Paul George.
0-2, so this was a pretty significant game going back to Indiana.
Damn, we was obviously down bad.
0-2, so this Cleveland. They were up by 26 points. Now, obviously, they were down 0-2, so this was a pretty significant game going back to Indiana. They were up by 26 points in the third quarter, and they lost that game, and then they lost game 4. And in game 4, this man played terrible. Like, this is where it all
started. What? Damn. Yo, I need to go back and watch that game. When LeBron, wasn't Kyrie and Kevin Love, benched, and LeBron just brought that team back by himself. That's crazy.
Started, and that was his last game in Indiana. And as for Paul George's now teammate Kawhi Leonard,
dirty, bro. Dirty, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Kawhi Leonard, you can
he already shot the ball. Why are you leaning in more?
Blame this.
He already, bro.
As for Paul George's now teammate Kawhi Leonard,
right here, bro. Right here, the contest is over. It's out his hand. Right here, the contest is over. Watch his left foot, bro.
You can blame.
He went in more. Why are you going in more? It's over.
This man.
And look the way he landed. Look the way his left foot landed, bro.
You can blame.
Look, he went in more. What are you doing?
This man for single-handedly killing the greatest, most dominant 20-year stretch from a franchise, probably of all time. This man single-handedly destroyed it. The NBA Finals.
Bro, what a doof, bro. Yo, I hate big guys who can't control their body. Just doofy, bro. That's just
of all time. This man single-handedly destroyed it. The NBA Finals, it pretty much featured the exact same theme for most of their games. Nick and tuck first quarters, possibly second quarters. And in the second half, Kevin Durant and all that firepower, they just went off and just steamed Cleveland. Game 3, we all kind of got our hopes up and thought it could be a good series. Cleveland was up late, but KD just came down court and just stomped on.
Oh my God, bro! This shot made me cry. I was damn near ready to cry when he made this, bro. Bro, he really made that. That was KD's prime. Oh my God, it's nightmares, bro. He came up the court and shot that ball, bro. We was gonna win. We was up by 2. I mean, I guess. We didn't score back. He made this.
But KD just came down court and just stomped on that, and they ultimately won in 5 games.
And you collect the troops up again, and we get ready to go do this thing again. So they have an incredible team. They beat us, but I'm pretty sure we'll be back and we'll be ready to battle again.
Right. Okay, Kyrie. This man be capping his ass off, bro. This man stay lying. Stay lying,
I'm pretty sure we'll be back and we'll be ready to battle again.
Lies, bro. Lies.
Again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, huh? Man, be lying.
Side of the camp is disgusted because their mentality is that they didn't put this out. They believe LeBron James and his camp put this out. LeBron James people obviously categorically deny such a thing, but Kyrie Irving's side of the camp believes that LeBron has put this out because LeBron was a bit perturbed at what he had heard Kyrie Irving told Cleveland Cavaliers management. So it clearly is a dysfunctional situation right now, and it seems to be going south.
Hey, man. Let me know what y'all think of the video, bro. It was kind of sad, bro. I wish it would have just went differently, bro. It's sad. Let me know what y'all think.